You've probably experienced this just before or after a big storm. If you're like most folks, you have some food in your pantry, but not enough to last very long.
The average American family buys groceries almost twice a week. So think of how often you have to go to the grocery store, and that'll give you a feel for how stocked up your pantry is. How long could you feed your family if the grocery store was cleaned out, or your ability to even get there was gone, or your ability to purchase food was gone?
Everyone's situation is different, but think of how much money you could spare right now to bulk up your pantry. Maybe it's just $50 or $500, or maybe you even have $1,500. Whatever it is, especially if your budget's tight, you'll want to maximize the amount of food you buy with that money and focus on the foods that make filling meals, the kinds that stick to your ribs. But this is important. You don't want to buy food that's just going to sit and go bad. We advocate for a rotating pantry. Eat what you store and store what you eat. So you want to consider the meals that your family typically enjoys and stock up on those foods, especially the most cost-effective ones.
For us, that would be items like rice and beans, which we often eat in different forms. Pasta, oats for breakfast in various forms, like cooked oats or granola, and so on. These are foods that are relatively inexpensive, they're filling, and we enjoy them on a regular basis. And I know the price of food has really skyrocketed lately, and you may be thinking that stocking up your pantry is going to cost a fortune, and it certainly could, but I want to show you how far even a relatively small $50 budget can go. So we headed to our local Walmart with a challenge. Now, I don't like shopping at Walmart, but when you're tight on money, it's one of the best places to pinch your pennies. So let's see how many days of shelf-stable food we could stock up if all we could spare is $50. How far do you think it's going to go? Okay, here we are at Walmart. Let's go in and see.
So what does $50 of food look like? Well, you just looked at it. So we've collected the items, and I've tallied it all up here on my phone, and here we are. $49.77 for the food that I have here in my cart. Now, how long is this going to last us? So we just calculated up the numbers of servings. I know how many cups of dry beans it takes to fill a quart, and I know how much my family would typically eat in a meal, with the rice also. I think we figured there was about 40 meals between the rice and the beans here. Then there's 2 weeks of quick oats, 2 weeks worth of quick oat meals here. And then my family really likes pasta, so about 1 box and 1 can per meal, so that's another 4 meals there. We figured this would easily feed our family for 2 weeks. This is assuming you've got some salt and some seasonings and things at home that you can season this stuff with.
So $50 could buy enough food to cover our family of 4's staples for 2 weeks. And we live in an area with fairly high cost of living, so your $50 might go even further than ours did if you're careful. The reason it's important that you only buy food that you enjoy is because you'll be eating this food in a month or 2 and then replacing it with fresh supplies in order to keep it rotated and fresh. Once again, yours is going to look different than ours. And if you, like we, try to eat a higher quality of food, such as organic for some things, it could certainly cost more than this. But I just want you to see what's possible even in this expensive era that we live in. And that 2 weeks of food could get your family through many storms or disasters that you're likely to encounter.
You'll just need to have some seasonings and a way to cook stuff like your rice and beans. For that, a simple camp stove with several spare fuel canisters can fit the bill. This is our ultralight backpacking stove that runs on butane, and it'll work just fine. But something bigger like an old Coleman stove could probably be even better, especially if it runs on propane, which doesn't go bad. Just make sure you stock up on fuel cylinders for whatever stove you plan on using. And remember, if you have to boil your water to purify it, you'll be using a lot more fuel than expected.
And don't forget to check out the free resources page with links and other details to supplement each of these 521 videos. Just visit thereadylife.com/521 to get access to this page. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next step in the 521 Preparedness Plan.